Hi everybody, my name is Christine Lau. I'm the executive chef at Kimchi in New York City. And today we're gonna show you how to cook our crispy rice cake lasagna. It's Italian Bolognese meets late night K-Town visits to eat cheesy tteokbokki. And we put it together to make this cheesy, crispy, homey, comforty lasagna. So first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our own Italian sausage. We're gonna heat up a pan and we're gonna add our whole fennel seeds and whole coriander seeds, and we're gonna toast the herbs. And when the room smells like the spices, you can turn the stove off, and we're gonna pour the spices right in, and then we're gonna give it a nice grind. And then we're gonna dump it out and put it right into the sausage. And then we're gonna add the sugar, black pepper, freshly chopped garlic, red chili flake, salt, a little bit of red wine. This will give a lot of depth to the sausage. And then we're gonna mix everything by hand. It's just kind of fun to make your own sausage, and it's nice to be able to say a little bit of bragging rights, I made my own Italian sausage. I think that's pretty cool. We're at medium heat. We're gonna add some oil just to get it so it won't stick in the pan. So we're gonna add the sausage in here. You wanna break up the sausage so it's nice little small pieces. So we're just gonna break it up a little bit into the pan. So we're gonna use a whisk to break up the clumps of the sausage as it's cooking. You just wanna gently push it down. And when you get to about 75% cooked, then we're gonna wanna add our gochujang. Gochujang is Korean red pepper paste. It's sweet and spicy at the same time. The amount of gochujang that you wanna put in is really dependent on how spicy you want the dish. So you're really gonna get these aromatics from the gochujang. You can smell this kind of like toasted pepper. As soon as it's incorporated, we're gonna put this in a separate bowl and you can set it aside. So now that we've cooked our sausage and we've set it aside, it's time to crisp up the rice cakes. So we're gonna add a good amount of oil into the pan in medium heat. And you wanna wait till the oil is hot, because what happens is, otherwise the rice cakes, as they're heating up, they will stick to each other. So we've added these in here. They're sticking just a little bit, so we're gonna wait till they can move on their own, and then we're gonna keep rolling them around in the oil. It's getting a little bit crispy on one side, so we wanna do that for all the sides around, which is why you don't wanna put too many in a pan at one time. You'll just get one big ball of rice cake, and we won't get this nice crispy texture in all of them. So all of these have a nice crust on the outside and it's squishy on the inside. Take these out right onto a pan with paper towel to drain all that oil off. So we've finished crisping up the rice cakes. We've drained them, and we're just gonna put them aside. So now we're gonna make the sauce for the lasagna. So the focal point of the sauce is the use of kimchi. And what we've done is we've drained the liquid. But we're gonna use the liquid here to really make the base of the sauce. And we're going to take the kimchi juice and pour it into the pan. Then we're gonna add the dashi in. You can also replace it with chicken stock or vegetable stock that you have in the pantry. We're gonna add the tomato sauce, and we're gonna add the ssamjang, which is also known as Korean fermented bean paste, which will balance the sweeter component from the gochujang that we cooked the sausage in. As soon as that's all mixed in, we're gonna let it come to a boil, and we're gonna reduce it by half. Next, we're gonna add the kimchi. We're gonna mix this around to make sure the kimchi gets hot. We're gonna add a little bit of sesame oil, and then we're gonna add the sausage in. So we're gonna bring this all to a boil just to make sure that everything gets heated through, especially if you've made the sausage ahead of time and it's coming from the refrigerator. So now the sausage and kimchi mixture is up to a boil, and then we're almost ready to add the rice cakes. Now it's time to add the butter, the cheese, and the scallions. Just stir that around. Now it's the main event. We're gonna take our crispy rice cakes and add them in. The best part of the lasagna is the crispy cheese on the top. We're gonna add shredded provolone to the top and give it a nice coating of cheese, and we're gonna allow the cheese to melt and be stringy and pulley. You can add as much cheese or as little cheese as you want. I, of course, really like when it's broiled. Now it's ready to go in the oven. I've got my broiler set on high. For me, it's gonna take about 4 to 5 minutes. Make sure you keep an eye on it because we wanna make sure you don't burn it. We've pulled this out of the broiler, and look at this, all this melty, ooey gooey deliciousness. Let's do it while it's still steaming and bubbly, and we get lots of stringy cheese. Let's see if we got the crispy rice cake part. The subtle crispiness from the rice cakes. We've got the spiciness from the kimchi and the gochujang. We've got a little sweetness in there. We've got tasty fennel from the sausage. and ooey gooey cheese. It's the perfect one pot recipe. Perfect for any night of the week, to be honest. Is there a night that isn't good pasta or lasagna night? I hope you give this recipe a try.